Bodega Boys.
Sports Radio 66, The Fan, WFAN, New York.
All right. I've been dealing with this whole thing. Mons told me yesterday. It's a news day, new daily news, whatever, garbage rag. Claims that I have flatulated on the air. I never did that. I never farted on the air. It did not happen. I never would fart. First of all, the way the show was constructed, I would never fart on the air because I am Michael Francesa, the GOAT of sports journalism. I run WFAN the same way John Gotti ran the crime families that he ran. You understand what I'm saying? I am the capo di tutti capi of WFAN. Why would I fart on the air? I'll leave that type of shenanigans to Peter Rosenberg and those other guys and Donla or whatever the fuck. Michael K. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I caught Diet Coke went down the wrong windpipe. I'm very sorry about that. But the bottom line is this. This is the number one show on Drive Time Radio. This is the number one sports show on WFAN. The ratings show it. Michael K. has never put a banana in his mouth. How can you trust a man that has never eaten a banana in 2 bites? All right? I do not fart in the air, nor will I ever fart in the air. Mons, please tell him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's never going to fart in the air. He'll never fart in the air.
Thank you. Now on to the Yankees starting rotation. Oh, actually, I have to introduce these two Moulignons. The Bodega Boys podcast. It's episode. Bodega Boys illustrious podcast. Okay. So these guys is episode 178. Mons, what's the episode here? What's the episode number? Mons?
It's 178.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it's 178. So this is episode 178 of the Bodega Boys podcast. We'll be right back. Right back after this. I'm sorry, I hit the mute button because I coughed there for a second there. But one thing I would never do is fart. I would never fart. All right, back after this. Do the drop.
You're listening to The Audio Art, the most dangerous podcast in the universe. Live from Milk Studios. Do the drop.
Okay, that was me. Oh, man.
I was about to hit him with the, who fucks on the air, Max Kellerman.
Wow. Relax yourself.
Free smoke.
Yo, episode 178 of the most illustrious podcast in the motherfucking galaxy.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all some aliens, and y'all in y'all little intergalactic podcast studio.
And they're like, yo, bleep blar, bleep blar, blar, bleep blar, bleep blar, bleep blar, bleep blar, bleep blar.
That's when the blessing.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're better than y'all. All
Somebody suck that baby Slurp North.
Got it. Yeah, we're better than y'all.
Yeah.
And when the earth is destroyed and you find this recording,
You know what I'm saying?
3,000 years after we existed,
Just take it with you.
you're going to be like, wow, this was art. Actually, you're going to be like,
or you're just going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
what if aliens find this in like 3,000 years and we corrupt alien youth?
Yo,
They start dressing like
that'd be
us.
lit.
Aliens walking around in Timbs and shit.
Yo, what up? Yo, skirt, yo, fit axe.
To be honest, if you listen to the podcast, the only 3 things you're going to get is wearing Timbs, saying Europe, and using the N-word more.
Yeah, using the N-word
Sorry,
more.
that's what we do. We're ruining communities.
Also, we would absolutely, I don't know, I mean, because everybody says aliens are advanced beings.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
How do we know that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just like who said that? Who started that rumor?
If you think about all the permutations of the universe, there's definitely a planet where every alien is a wild, burned out pothead.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a planet full of shiftless, SoundCloud boyfriends.
You know what I'm saying?
Not doing nothing.
So then this podcast will be perfect for them.
Yeah. They out there like smoking schmeckendoo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like just smoking fucking Blacknarf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scarf, you've been smoking Blacknarf all day.
You smoking Blacknarf for a day? See, I be now. You know what I'm saying? And then they, damn, it sounded like almost like a racist Asian. Let's just, you know.
That was racist against aliens, not Asians. So we're just going to hit a problem act like. Oh, you know what? You know what? Listen.
Peter counter.
Listen, we're sponsored by Cash App. Shout out to Cash App. You know what I'm saying? To keep the checks coming. But the Pinot counter. The Pinot counter had not started. Now it's started. Now, someone pointed out last week that the Pinot counter should have ended almost immediately because we did start talking about Pinot. But no, now we're talking specifically about, if we talk about sex.
Yes.
Sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Listen, if
remember when Salt and Pepper was on Sesame Street and they were like humping all the...
Yes.
Shit was it.
That was lit.
That was wild.
That was wild.
They was like grinding on Grover.
Yeah.
That shit was inappropriate.
That was wild. And then they got mad at Katy Perry because she came out here with the tetas out.
Yeah,
like,
she came out with she came out with the chest yeeks. Yo. She came out with the jammers.
I was like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, this is a children's show, but yo, you out of pocket, but keep going.
Keep going. She was like jumping around, titties.
Yeah, she was like,
titties bouncing.
This episode is brought to you by the letter B. For breasts.
Breast, baby. Shout out to breasts.
Yeah, yo,
shout out to breasts.
I like a good titty.
You got a good titty.
I like a good titty.
We gotta invent a better mammogram though.
Yeah, that shit is mad weird, bro.
It just squashes the shit out of the titties. Like,
that's terrible. It's like a panini press for your tits. Like,
you know a guy invented that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck. I got titties.
Because there's no test for anything with your dick where they press
where
it
they
like that.
smash your balls in a fucking no.
However, that STD test they do where they put the Q-tip swab thing in
that, yeah.
That's either the first couple of times you're like, yo. Then the next couple of times you're like, hey, what's going on, y'all?
It's like, yo, are you gonna put that's cotton and wood? Are you gonna put something on there to like make it enter easily? Or
yeah, you know what?
No, we're not.
Couple of shots of Hennessy before you go. You know what I'm saying?
Dilate your pee hole.
Open your fourth eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Open your Coinstar.
Yeah.
Wait, does this talk? This doesn't count as penal talk. We're
It
talking
doesn't
about
count
dicks,
as this is health talk.
This is health talk.
This is self care. Remember,
You know we got that health talk. That
The
health talk. We could be
yeah.
doctors, right? We know enough.
We know.
about like.
Yeah. Dog, imagine, think about all the times you went to urgent care or ER and just like the knowledge you just picked up by osmosis.
Well, not even that, but I watched enough shows. Doctor shows. I watched Scrubs. I watched ER.
Yeah.
So I know shit.
We could definitely like do a double bypass surgery and like make it into a musical number.
Easy. I could reattach a hand.
Hold that, Zach Braff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You tell them.
Fuck out of here.
You tell them.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Garden State was not an accurate representation of life in New Jersey, from what I would have heard.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, mass smoke for Zach Braff.
That's right.
No gang member. An extortionist.
Wow, yeah, that's right. That's right. The OG of Fairlawn. He's letting you know, Zach Braff.
You know what I'm saying?
Is Zach Braff, is he banned from Fairlawn?
Yo, you banned, dog.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's on site for you, B.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? If I see you crossing over the 33rd Street Bridge, fam.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch a hot one.
Wow, he's banned from the cul-de-sac?
Yeah. Don't you dare take your scooty bike down my cul-de-sac, motherfucker, with your Raycon fucking accoutrements.
Did
you know
Zach Braff do something to you? What's with all this anger?
Nah. He just kind of looks like Ray Romano, and I just have have that weird residual Ray Romano hate because I'm like, yo, that's my lane, dog.
Didn't Zach Braff? He had the wild episode of Punk'd where he almost beat that kid up.
That was wild.
Yeah, so
that was wild. Punk'd was wild, period.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, how did half of y'all not get snuffed within the first 10 seconds?
Well, I mean, they didn't air the ones that went bad. That's what people like. Now that you know how TV is made, like clearly, not every celebrity.
We didn't air the Broccoli. We didn't air the Mike Tyson episode.
Okay. Imagine us on Punk'd. Do you think that shit's ending well? You think we're gonna ask questions and shit?
Fam. Yo, I saw the one with Tracy Morgan where they put his like Ferrari on like a flatbed, and they were like, "Yeah, we got to tow your car." And he was like, "Yo, but what the fuck is going on?" I'd have been like, "Nah, y'all niggas not taking my Ferrari."
No.
I would have jumped in the fucking driver truck of that tow truck, like, and driver seat of tow truck, like, yo, listen.
Do you remember when Kanye was a baby on it?
Yep.
And they were trying to get the film footage, and he was like running in the parking lot and all that shit?
He's like, no, it's my footage.
They couldn't bring back Punk'd. They did bring it back, but it's not the same. It's not the same. People will sue.
Yeah.
You get shot. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if they did bring it back, it would be lame. I'm sorry. It would be Yes, thank you.
But you know what?
It'll be whack.
You know what?
Because
Wait.
you know what I'm saying? That's right. So yes.
Caught himself.
Yes, I did.
And he said, you know what? I'm a better person. I'm not going to say that L word. So shout out to you. Growth. Because when you grow, you allow yourself to get better. And when you become better, you know what?
I'm saying?
That's when the blessings come in. Blessings come in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't even have to go in a straw and up your butt.
Yeah.
Just make yourself funnel.
Molly in the butt. Molly in the My girl likes that. Molly in the butt. Molly in the butt. Molly in the butt.
Yeah, we just gotta cut a track on it.
We got to do it. We got to drop an album,
just gotta
dog.
do the EDM
Listen,
joint.
people want it.
Yeah.
People want it. You know, it's like we're like the like a waitress, and when someone caught us backstage singing, and they're like, "Girl, you're so good.
Oh my God,
you are so good. You should be famous. You should be." And he's like, "I'm shy.
But I don't.
Okay, low key, I'm just
saying
low key, I'm just saying the plot of The Star Is Born. But you know what? Fuck it. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And then Jesus comes in drunk and he goes to the drag club. And then Lady Gaga is singing in French.
Yeah.
And I was like, are those your eyebrows? She's like, no, they're not. You still haven't seen Star Is Born, have you?
I haven't.
Wow.
It's like sitting there. It's literally sitting on top of the PlayStation. Like, yo, watch me. Watch me. And I'm just like, yeah, I will. I promise.
That's a hate crime.
It is.
That is a hate crime.
Low key.
What do you have against the LGBTQIA community? All right. If you are an ally, if you watch A Star Is Born more than 5 times, you're an ally.
Really?
Yes.
That's all I gotta do?
Right? Am I right? I'm right. Listen.
Oh shit.
That's what you gotta do.
Oh, say less. We binge watch this tonight,
There you
baby.
go, man. You also have to memorize it. You have to buy the soundtrack, and you have to know the actual, because in the soundtrack, because I actually bought the soundtrack, they have interludes which are just stripped right from the movie. So you have to learn the vocals. So you can so if you meet another Star Is Born person, you can
start duetting and shit.
You can act out. Yeah.
Oh man.
And also, this is not necessary, but you have to wear a scarf. Just unnecessarily.
Oh yeah.
Like if you get on the train, you just have to have a scarf on, so other theater kids see you, and you be like, "Hey, hey, have you seen A Star Is Born?"
Yes, I have. Have you?
No.
I'm in the deep end, watching the train.
You feel it. You feel it. You feel it.
Shout out to white people getting away from doing that shit for decades.
What? Just
like if you're an R&B singer, if you're like let's say Usher drops an album,
Usher,
and the vocals are not there, he can't just be like, and people be like, yeah, we'll accept that. But fucking Eddie Vedder, nigga, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen,
that's right,
all your legends, all your heroes, them niggas get on the mic. Especially Eddie Vedder. Has Eddie Vedder ever said a real word on a record ever in life? No. He only said one word that was a real word, and it was even flow. And I don't even know if that's a real word or if it's just a brand of baby bottles. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Listen,
I'm lashing out against 90s alternative rock.
Yeah, I don't
know why.
Are you the Mike Francesa of alternative rock?
Yo,
like, is this your lane?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Uncle Victor.
Yeah. Also, very appropriate time for Victor to enter. You know what I'm saying? Because we're discussing alternative rock. Shout out to Silverchair.
Wow.
They were ahead of their time. You know what I'm saying?
Silver Sun pickups.
Yeah, word. Shout out to Silver Sponge Pickups. You know what I'm saying? I'll rock that shit at Rock Band. You know what I'm saying?
First time, long time. Mike Rockfans just we just want to hear your thoughts on Pearl Jam, and I'll hang up and listen.
Well, yeah, Eddie. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. You got, I'm Mike Francesa. I'm a fan of the classic standards. Sinatra, Frankie Valli. People like that. People who actually could sing. You got these guys like Eddie. What's his name? Eddie Mons? What's his guy's name? Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder.
Oh, okay. Eddie Vedder. The guy goes on stage. The guitars start going crazy, and then this guy goes on the mic and goes. Start singing it all. Bonds, give me the Diet Coke.
Oh man, your hate for Eddie Vedder, Zach Braff, and Ray Romano is just.
I don't know.
Is that when are them gonna run up on us? We gotta tell security now. We gotta be like,
yo, clap that nigga.
Yo, if Ray Romano.
Yo.
'Cause Ray Romano's mad tall.
He is.
He's mad tall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got
So is Towel 1.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I took it there.
Wow.
Yeah, episode 1, motherfucking whatever the fuck we're on.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm good. I'm censored now.
Little 9/11 joke. To a sip of
Too
whatever
soon?
Not too soon, but I don't know if it was too soon or not necessary at all. Maybe
Gouche.
maybe maybe it was the parsley on the plate. Do they still put parsley on plates?
They do as garnish.
Yeah.
It's a waste. That's a,
you know what?
that's a
I don't go
waste.
to any nice places that put parsley on plates. I can't even think of the last restaurant I went to that had It seems unnecessary.
So this is the thing. I'll be third eye. The reason they use so much corn syrup in America is because there's a surplus of corn. Same thing with parsley. They just throw that shit on the plate because there's so much of it that, you know what I'm saying, Monsanto is forcing restaurants and chain food operations to purchase parsley as a garnish when it's totally unnecessary.
Okay.
I'll
all
be
right.
third eye. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
I read that on Business Insider on the back cover.
Business Insider.
I wrote it myself in
man.
Sharpie at 4 a.m. when I was high.
Parsley.
Parsley's mad unnecessary.
It's not necessary, but you can eat it.
It's only necessary for Jewish holidays. That's all it's necessary for. It's for Passover. That's it.
For is it necessary? Yeah. What do you do with it on Passover?
You dip it in the salt water, and then you put it on your tongue. It's supposed to signify the tears of the Jews that were enslaved in Egypt and forced to build pyramids and stuff like that. Claire, help me out here. Yeah.
Oh, for real? Hey! Ding, ding, ding. Come on down. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Jew Feud. I
did it.
All right. Shout out to that.
That's for you, Judy.
It's Mero and Judy.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay. A little knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you get everything on this podcast. We talked about mammograms.
We
talked about
not porn yet. No porn yet.
Passover.
We
talked about 9/11.
9/11, Molly in the butt. You know what I'm saying?
Molly in the butt.
Oh shit.
What else? What else can we talk about? Let's talk about Hymens. I enjoyed Phyllis Hyman. She was a good singer.
She was an amazing singer. Vocal range was unmatched.
Yes.
Unmatched.
She died from a hot bag.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Unfortunately, but you know what? It is what, you know, when you have a creative of that magnitude, sometimes it's like, you know, they overwhelm themselves.
Yeah. Her story was sad.
It was a sad story.
It was sad.
Yeah,
Also,
but
T.I. looks at his daughter's Hyman.
Yeah. Oh, so that, yeah. In other news.
Do you look at yours?
Hell no.
Okay, just had to check.
So this is my thing.
Okay.
And I have this conversation with Heather all the time. It's like, I don't have a vagina. I only know how
Sure.
to, I'm positive.
Let me see.
I've checked.
Let me see.
Like I've checked. Like with the mirror. You know how they tell you, they tell like in hygiene class,
Yeah.
they're like, girls, get a mirror, check down there.
You did that too?
I did that too. I was like, fuck it. Y'all doing it. I'm going to do it too. I was like,
And
what
he
is
was like,
it?
I got a dick.
Yeah, I got balls. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and a gooch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's the gooch.
I'm checking my gooch out.
Check out the gooch. Hey. Gooch sounds like a delicious Italian dish. Hey.
Would you like the gooch?
Let me get the gooch with the butter and some parsley on the side.
Would you like the gooch? The gooch, it goes perfect with a nice Cabernet. Would you like?
You know what? We're ordering I'll get gooch for two.
Double gooch.
Double gooch.
Ooh.
It's something you get at the Italian restaurant on City Island.
Would you like the skinless gooch or the hair gooch?
A hair gooch and put some Parmesan cheese on top.
Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Gooch.
Excellent choice. It's amazing here.
Gooch.
Yeah. We saw a restaurant called Gooch. It just G like you umlaut, like how Jay-Z used to just put the umlaut for no reason over.
And all we do is serve the gooches of animals.
Yeah.
So you could get goose gooch,
Yeah.
goat gooch,
Go gooch.
kangaroo gooch.
Kangarooch.
We got fresh giraffe gooch.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever had your giraffe gooch? Don't knock it till you try
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Pete Wells, come review gooch.
Gooch.
Come
You know what
review
I'm
it. We're better than Peter Luger's. I'll
what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
that much.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it was cash only. Fresh gooch though.
Fresh gooch. Fresh off the boat.
What other gooch? We have to have like one controversial gooch. Oh, we have a human gooch. Human gooch from China. We didn't ask where it came from.
We didn't know.
Y'all want it or not?
Yo, if your uncle got disappeared, it might be his gooch. But we don't know that. And we're not asking any questions because we're getting a good wholesale price.
Okay?
You know what I'm saying?
We're just buying it in bulk.
That's it.
We just get a container on a shipping thing. And the guy's like, yeah, just time for this. And he's looking around. I'm like, ooh, hey, that's a lot of gooch. Wait till
we get gooch on Seamless.
wait.
$10 off your first order of gooch.
Wait till John Tapper comes and shuts down gooch.
He's like, what is this?
What is this?
This is anal tissue.
There's human gooch on the sink.
What's going on here?
He touched gooch without wearing gloves. Now there's gooch everywhere. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. There's feces molecules.
Look at this. I sent someone in. Look, you can't even eat that gooch. Look how dry it is. Look, it's flaky.
Come on.
It wasn't even cooked properly.
You left the gooch out overnight?
That gooch got salmonella.
Come on. Gooch must be refrigerated after 10 hours.
60% of gooch sales in this area go to people who are in a mixed race marriage with Asian children and make $95K a year and have vitamin A in their blood.
Who are you marketing to?
They need to be marketing to them. They need to be eating gooch.
Let's all open up a gooch and bubble tea spot. Gooch and balls.
Gucci balls. Gooch. Gucci gooch.
Gucci gooch. We call it Gucci, get sued immediately.
Yeah. Gucci.
We just use the same font and everything.
The same logo and everything. Let's make knockoff Gucci. Because you know what? The protest to Gucci was weird because everyone was like, "Oh, they did blackface, so we're not buying them." And I was like, "We don't really buy. You have Gucci, and this is like that's not fair to you. If you want to buy Gucci, like." No one at Gucci is like, oh no, the blacks, they are not wearing our clothes.
Oh no.
Like, no.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Pita puta, they are not wearing our clothes. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm going to get some Gucci and people the bapo. Oh no. And like, okay, that's not how boycotts work. You can't that's like, oh, I'm boycotting Aston Martin. Done and done.
Okay,
like, I wasn't about to buy one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm Lamborghini.
What? Did you say, guess what I'm Lamborghini?
Guess what I'm boycotting?
Wow, Mero. Mero, I think you just had a stroke on camera.
Bro, it's so early.
It's not that early.
Bro, no, for me. I've been out for like 6 hours.
Do you smell pennies cooking?
No. I smell my eyeballs.
Did your arm hurt? Are you having a stroke?
My eyeballs are doing that thing where your headphones start to like kind of like cut out when it's just like battery 5%. My eyeballs are like.
Did you not get any sleep yesterday?
I never sleep. Well,
that's good because sleep is the cousin of death.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, hip hop,
you know what I'm
real
saying?
hip hop. Down. Listen, you don't know where you never know where you at because you just be minding your business, just chilling. And next thing you know,
That's
what
right.
I'm saying? You hear it. What's that?
Yo.
What's that in the distance?
You hear this shit?
What's that in the distance?
Yo, what the fuck is that?
Yo.
Oh shit. Yo, hey, yo.
Oh shit.
Yo,
Hey, yo, shit.
Yo, is it time?
Is that hip hop?
Yo, it's hip.
Yo.
Hey, yo, black, it's time.
It's black. It's time. It's like
It's time for hip hop.
Yo.
Nigga, it's time for hip hop.
Hip hop. Yo, hip hop.
Yo,
Hip hop. Hop in the hip hop.
When I hop, then
can I hip hop?
Yo,
Hip hop.
hop.
That was enough.
Break dance and then graffiti and hip hop and turntables.
We'll be performing our hit single Hip Hop at Queens Community College.
That's right.
On Thursday at 3 p.m.
We also have 38 tour dates in Sweden.
Yes. Killing it. Just a stadium full of white people saying the N-word in hip hop.
Yo.
They don't even know what it means. Some of them might even come in blackface. But you know what?
Yo.
They bought the ticket. They could do what they want.
You can wear blackface and get cornrows and dress up as Lord Finesse. It's fine.
You can do it in Switzerland.
Yo, fine.
Who am I to stop you?
Yo, listen.
You know what? I think I thought I saw people in blackface in Denmark, and no, they were just dirty.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
That's the sad part when you're like, yo, hey, I'm a
I was like, oh,
damn.
Like, ooh, you stink, nigga.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
My offense went from offense to secondhand embarrassment.
It went from offense to offense.
God damn.
That's terrible.
You stink.
You stink, nigga.
Nigga stink.
Sir, you smell too bad to be in Gooch. I have to ask you to leave. The other patrons are complaining.
So you can't come into Gooch smelling like a Gooch.
Okay? I can't even enjoy my Gooch. He stinks. This whole controversy. We throw a homeless guy out of Gooch.
What is it? What does this a plated Gooch look like?
A little parsley. You gotta have the Gooch sitting up.
The little like what's the little sauce like circle around the Gooch or whatever?
No,
like,
you gotta have like kind of dripping out.
Or like you write Gooch in cursive like under the Gooch. Is that too much?
It's a little tacky.
Yeah.
We're a high end restaurant. We're not IHOP.
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's true, yeah,
no one's coming there like, let me get the fresher, fruity, rich and Gucci. It's just a pancake with the Gooch and some pancakes, some wheat toast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can I get a high chair?
Yeah.
It's a 40-minute wait for a high chair.
So
I went to Yardbird the other day, and no, Yard House, yeah. And they were like, "Yo," it was like it's like a 2-hour wait. I was like, "Are you serious?" They were like, "Yeah, we don't got no high chairs." I was like, "I don't need a high chair. I am a person with no big kids." They was like, "Oh shit, you're going right now." I was like, "Oh wow." It was a Saturday, and I think a lot of people Rich Hill, so a lot of people bring groups of kids there.
Yeah, for sure.
And shit.
That's why you gotta finesse and be like, "Yo, I'll just sit at the bar. It's fine."
Can't be sitting at the bar at like 1 p.m. on a Saturday. Yard, I was like only people, if you can only sit at a bar at 1 p.m. if your wife left you, your kids left you, or you're going to jail and you're just thinking about your life, but you're going to jail for like a white collar crime. Like listen, everyone in White Plains is like, he's right.
Yeah, he's right.
He's right.
He's right. He's right. He's absolutely right.
You think about why your wife left you. You're like,
you know what?
You come around to a realization you should have treated her better.
Yeah. You know what happened? I embezzled funds.
Yeah.
Now I'm under indictment. I'm going to jail.
What's your going date?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
So that's why I'm here. Yard House.
Just round on me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thanks a
listen.
lot.
Hey, how you
nice
doing?
to meet you.
Hi, how you doing?
Dave,
my name's Mike. I sit here because my daughters don't talk to me.
Oh.
I reject their lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? They haven't spoken to me. I haven't seen my grandchildren in years. I've been blocked on Facebook. And yeah. And my wife is dating a black guy now.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How did your family take you voting for Trump?
You know what? Surprisingly, not well.
Mine either.
You know what?
I don't understand.
Someone actually spat on me earlier, but thank you for noticing my MAGA hat.
Oh, that's why I came over.
Yeah,
I saw Kindred Spirit, and I said, that's one of my guys.
Hey, bartender. Let's toast to building this wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, he's one of those. Hey, Donde Estas El Tequila?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Can I get some patron? Give me some patron.
I got a little dark. No, there's definitely MAGA people with white plates, and they will have their hat on, and they're like, "What do you think about it, bro?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
You're not a Trump. You're one of those non-Trumpers." I'm like,
fam,
I'm just trying to go to the vet.
Dog, like,
Damn.
I'm not gonna.
I'm like, sir, this is a Petco. Okay,
excuse me.
Respect it.
I'm looking for the pro plan.
Okay, where are the cat beds? Over there.
Like,
Okay, thanks.
the reheat, like the ones that reflect heat.
Nah, I don't like my cat like that. Actually, a cat bed is any fucking thing a cat wants to sleep on.
Absolutely.
All right, I have a cat bed for Charlie. He's had it for 12 years. You know how many times he slept in it?
None. Zero.
None. Because he was like, oh, cat bed. Oh, that's wild because my bed is your bed.
Oh, that's yeah.
And then people would be like, oh, I don't let my cat sleep in my bed. I was like, how you stop that shit? Like, I wake up and that cat his ass is on my face like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's good morning, daddy? I'm like, yo,
man.
chill, bro.
Shout out to my two cats. Rest in peace to Raul.
Raul,
And-
I miss you on that rainbow road of cats and dogs who have died
You know
before
what I'm
the time was due. Raul.
I always say his name like the Terror Squad shit, like Fat Joe says Raul. So, but he perished.
Mm-hmm.
And
Rest in peace to the homie.
Rest in peace to the homie.
You should have got a back tattoo like DMX.
Yo, I'll put that on, my nigga, Raul.
Raul.
It don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. Boom and Raul.
Raul. Imagine you take off your shirt and you got a big ass tattoo of a cat on your back. It's not the same as a pit bull. Like that's gonna get you invited to brunches and book clubs in Park Slope.
Especially cat with like a wild one, like a one eye and shit. Like nigga, I have clothes and shit. He's declawed.
White women are gonna come up to you like, was he a rescue? Oh my god, you're an ally.
I love it. I love it.
You're gonna be like the poster child for North Shore Animal League.
Yo, shout out to North Shore Animal League for having commercials forever. And every time I called up there once because I was trying to get, before we got Brownie, we were like, yo, we're not going to buy a dog. We're going to get a rescue and like do the right thing or whatever. So I called up there. I was like, yo, do you have Shih Tzus?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to surprise my wife with a Shih Tzu. She grew up with Shih Tzus and Afghan hounds. And then I Googled what an Afghan hound was. And I was like, I'm not getting one of those.
Nope.
I'm not getting that fucking pony. So I was like, let's get a small apartment dog. And I was like, yo, do you have Shih Tzus? And they were like, yeah. They were like, yo, you could come in and see them. So I go and I take the wild trip to
Island?
Long Island.
Long Island.
This shit is deep in Long Island.
Yep.
No Shih Tzus.
Well, they probably had one at the time, and because their turnover is a lot. Because if you grew up in New York, you remember North Shore Animal League used to always have an ad in the Daily News. So as a kid, every week I get my heart broken because I cut out the ad and I put it on the fridge. I'm like, look, you get free vaccinations and wee pads. You get a puppy.
It's
you
like
get
a whole
a cage. My father would be like, "Not getting no dog." I'm like. I was like, when I meet my real father, ooh, it's quiet for you, nigga.
My dog was like, my pop was like, you can have a dog, nigga, but the nigga got to stay outside. I was like, Dad, we don't live in DR. It's not 75 and comfortable every day. It's below freezing.
No, my father was like,
there's homeless people dying.
We have 5 dogs growing up. King, Queen, Sheba, King 2, and Rex. 5 German Shepherds growing up as a kid in the Bronx back when the Bronx was wild. And all 5 of the dogs, they threw fireworks at the dogs and they ran off. My neighborhood was wild. Like the first person in my neighborhood, first time I ever got called the N-word was by a Dominican who was darker than me. Shout out to Freddie.
That should be hurting. Because, yo,
it wasn't hurting. I was like, as a kid, I was like, you're darker than me. I literally said that to him. I was like, yo, fam, you're blacker than me. Like, how are you using the N-word?
I got called the N-word by a black guy who, like, you know, there's black people that was like, yo, where you from? And they'd be like, oh, I'm Haitian. Like, oh, I'm Jamaican. I'm Panamanian. And then, like, yo, I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker was like, nigger to me. And I was just like, what? I was like,
You want to know how wild life is? I was about to be like, when have you gotten called the N-word? And then I'm like, wait a minute. You literally got called the N-word with me.
Literally. Yeah. It's happened on multiple occasions.
You know what? We don't even like acknowledge that. That event was just like,
yo, it just happened.
You know what? I was thinking, do you understand what scumbags we would be if we weren't on TV? Like if we never had the show or the podcast or whatever, and we were just like our age, we still dress the same way. Fam. But if we were just like, if we were in the Bronx just still hanging out.
Fam, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Kidding me?
I'd definitely be in jail.
Fam,
I would definitely.
All my friends that went to jail when I started doing TV stuff are back home now.
Yeah.
And are back doing jail activities. So I'm like, yeah, we would have just been hey, back to jail.
In an alternate universe, me and you meet in jail. And we're just the funniest 2 motherfuckers in jail.
It turns into life.
People were trying to like sit in our cell to hear us. We're doing like our podcast. But we have to redo our podcast through the vents and shit. Niggas just like listening, like, oh shit.
We end up doing TikToks and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas like, yo, these niggas is lit.
Yeah.
Yo, who are these guys?
Yo.
Them niggas is in jail.
Yo.
Niggas is in Asaning.
Yo, the B Block boys. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is in prison.
Niggas writing on tissue and sending it under our cards. Yo, I really like the podcast, but please tell Mero to stop making ramen while he's making it. Shout out to my jail niggas cooking up food.
Yeah.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tax Stone, the homie, who shouted us out on Instagram yesterday.
Shout to him.
Shout to him. You know, I'm sure that raises a myriad of concerns about the Department of Corrections.
Listen.
But, you know, he said, shout out to Desus and Mero, the only people from the Bronx I trust other than Remy Ma and Cardi B. So, shout out to the homie. Free the homie.
Free tax all day. You already know this.
I got to remind people, when you say free the homie, it does not mean... It's not like the Central Park 5. No, it's just like, yo, acknowledge them. They're in jail. Like, free the homie. We'd like to see him eventually out. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in there. No one should be in jail. But, you know, Tax Stone shouldn't be in jail because he has a good personality.
That's right.
I think the judge should have been like, you know what?
You're a funny guy. You're a good guy. You can do good things.
You know what?
You know what?
ROR.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. He's a good kid. keep your nose clean.
For the culture.
For the culture.
Beloved.
Yeah. You know what? Combat Jack would want to see you out. Let's go. Let him free him. Free
to the God. You know what I'm saying?
Rip to the God.
You know what I mean?
Damn, Tax is really in jail.
That's crazy.
Every now and then I stop and I'm like, damn.
Nah, I think it's in prison.
True. There is a difference. There is a difference.
Yo. But yo, listen. Keep Tax's books right. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's doing good.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's chilling. He's chilling.
You chilling. Last time I FaceTime with him, he was eating a steak. Oh man!
Last time I FaceTime with him, he was slicing garlic really thin.
Really thinly? Nah, we was FaceTiming and like some seamless guy just came like. He was like, he was like,
East Elmhurst, Hazel Street?
You got my Cheesecake Factory, beloved. I was like, oh, shit. Can you get Seamless? You can't. You know what? If you try to get Seamless in jail, the guards are going to beat the shit out of you.
Yo, that's a fact.
Because first of all, you're making it hot, you have a cell phone. But also,
fam, you doing live podcasts from yourself, and then you get a Cheesecake Factory.
If you get Seamless in jail, you got to tip at least 40%.
Oh,
you got to
minimum.
And I guess you gotta get something for the COs as well.
Yeah, so like yo, here, hold this down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get your kids something nice.
Or don't go to jail.
Or that.
It's true.
I feel like that's the easier alternative.
Yeah,
like,
going to jail is one of those things that sneaks up on you. You really, because when you in bookings, that moment, you like, how the fuck did you just think about your whole day, how your whole day was going, and then one event, maybe one bad decision, and now you are in bookings. He was like, I woke up, I met up bacon, egg, and cheese.
Met up with these niggas.
Smoked some weed.
Got on a train. The dude was talking crazy to the shorty on the train.
Mm-hmm. Got involved.
Punched the guy. He fell down on the tracks. Head is bleeding.
And now here we are, manslaughter.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Who knew?
Damn. Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought?
Not
me.
You know the problem is I was gonna say we should remake Life, but Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence won't fucking retire, and they're gonna remake Life.
Yo, facts.
So we gotta remake. Life, but we're gonna call it like 25 to Life. We're gonna make the wild Netflix knockoff.
25th hour to life.
Yeah. Now I like how you're thinking, because they do reboots. But we shouldn't do reboots. We're gonna do knockoff reboots.
Knockoff reboot mishmash.
Okay, when you see
Mashups.
us in a Police University, great movie. I'm the black guy that does the sound effect. See, there we go.
Bang.
Yeah, there we go. We get a short black woman.
Done.
There we go. What other movies? Our new movie where we hunt ghosts called Ghost Hunters. If there's something strange in the houses near where you reside, who are you going to text?
Contact.
Ghost Hunters. I don't get anxiety from haunted creatures.
Yeah. I ain't afraid of no spirits.
There you go. There we go. I like what's going with this.
You know what I'm saying? Completely original.
We're going to do
Let's make them all women.
the Ghostbusters women? Didn't they do that already?
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, okay.
Let's make them all women of color.
Okay, now all right, now you're just pandering. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's make them all. Let's make 3 of them women of color and 1 disabled man.
Okay, I don't even want to see this movie at this point.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Rotten Tomatoes is like 100%. Amazing.
We have to find a marginalized group that's not represented and put them on. So I'm thinking we get 4 people who are left-handed.
Ooh, yeah.
And the whole movie, they're like, "Oh my god, my ghost hunting gun! It's made for right-handed people.
No.
When will we get ours?"
Oh no!
All right, I don't know if people are gonna watch that.
Or like a British dude who comes to the United States and has to learn how to drive.
Blimey. The ghosts are on the right side of the road. Oh, my tea and crumpets. All right, that's not good. What about Top Boy, but they're all ghosts? Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Ghost Boy. Where's my peas, bro?
I'm gonna haunt your house, mate.
Boo, knife crime.
Boo, mate.
Okay, that's not the same. Yeah, we're working on it.
Shit.
You know what? If we just continue our career trajectory one day, me, you, and Victor are going to be in the room, and we're going to be running some network. We're just going to crank out some bad shows.
Oh, some terrible
I'm talking
shit.
about some terrible.
Oh, I can't wait.
Listen, you guys don't understand how bad these shows are going to be. Let me see. What's one of the shows? But you know what? You can't do worse than that. America was in love with Alf.
Facts.
Okay? All for that.
We could come in, we could start a whole network and just come in super smacked every morning.
Every day.
And just put out a show called A Meme I Saw.
Yeah.
And that would be it.
Yeah.
It'll be like a meme I saw. And then we just talk about the meme for half an hour. And then that's it. Good night, folks.
Wait till y'all see my sitcom. My baby's a taco. Y'all don't want that shit. You don't want that. Oh my God, my baby's a taco.
Oh no.
My baby's a taco was filmed for a large studio audience. I know you're not eating my baby. Because it's going to the commercial. Sponsored by Taco Bell.
Every Tuesday, LeBron comes through.
It's Taco Tuesday. My son is sleeping.
Stop. Shh. All right. Yeah. You got to chill with that.
I don't think, you know what? I think I didn't get the job because my son is a taco.
Y'all are anti-taco.
Uh-huh. Y'all want to see that? Y'all want to see that dark episode?
Y'all are anti-guac.
When the anti-guac. Wow. Wait for that episode where the cops stop my taco son.
Yo.
What you doing in this neighborhood, boy? Huh? We going with that iceberg lettuce.
Look, it's not lost on me that we're suspending disbelief, but is the taco black or is it Mexican?
He's taco.
Or, okay.
He's Tex-Mex.
He's Blaxican. He's even more marginalized.
And then there's a weird episode because he's like a Taco Bell taco, and then he meets like an actual real and then
taco truck
they're
taco.
Like, they're like, you're not a real Mexican Holmes. You're not a real taco Holmes.
You know your dad's white Holmes. He's like,
Mommy, they were yelling at. Listen, you're my special taco. Yeah. Okay.
You'll always be my little Dorito
taco.
Loco.
Okay. Don't let them talk to you like that.
You're my little chalupa.
Okay.
A chalupa's not even real, Holmes.
Everyone's like, this is clearly sponsored by Taco Bell, right? I was like, no, it's not.
It's not.
What would make you think that?
Well, why would you ever suspect a thing?
They're like, his best friend's a quesadilla. I was like, so?
So?
Okay, also.
The show's called Nachos Belgrande. So what? So what?
They're like, y'all sold out. I was like, that was sold up. Okay? Oh, shit.
My son the taco.
Followed by our show Applebee. This was like an Apple and Tim's.
And it's a bee.
Yeah. They're just hanging out. They're like, this is the Bodega Boys, the cartoon version. Mero's an apple. Desus is a bee, but they're plugging Applebee's. Yo, my nigga.
Always at Applebee's.
Yo, my nigga, what do you want to do today?
Yo, let's go to Applebee's, yo.
That sounds dead ass.
They got these great screens where you could play games and order your appetizers while you wait.
Wow, that's crazy. I heard that today you could get an appetizer for $5.99. That's right, $5.99.
Say word.
Let's hit it right now, boy.
Oh, shit, let's get it.
Going to Applebee's. Going to Applebee's.
Going to Applebee's because I want to get a buzz.
This show is terrible.
10-season order. Produced by Chuck Lorre.
Oh, my God.
Somehow Charlie Sheen is in it.
Oh, shit.
Charlie Sheen is the plug.
Oh, man. These shows are terrible. But they're going to make us a lot of money.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
Can't wait.
Oh, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. So we have like problems like, I can't even get out my front door because of stacks of money in my living room, bro.
Oh, God.
Hate this shit.
No.
Bro, I can't wait to be like stupid rich. Like, I want to get rich to the point where like Elizabeth Warren's taxes worry me. When I say shit, I'll be like, yo, okay, listen. Listen.
So
if I only have $6 billion left in the bank, like how's my family supposed to eat? Huh?
So how about this? What if my bank is in the Cayman Islands? You know what I'm saying? It's not really America. You know what I'm saying? It's dollars.
True.
But they're Cayman dollars now, so it's different. You know what I'm saying?
How much more? Like, okay, if you have $1 billion, what's the difference between having $1 billion and $120 billion? What can't you buy with $1 billion?
I can't fathom spending $1 billion. Like
no, you can't as a person spend $1 billion.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You can't.
You have to take like 500 million and invest it in something. And then you still are like, yo, I got $500 million. The fuck am I going to do with this?
But 500 million is not $500 million. Wait,
it is.
It is?
Yeah.
It is exactly half a billion.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I broke. I don't know this shit.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got 500 million just germinating and growing, and now you got 500 million to spend. What the fuck are you going to spend 500 million dollars on? And this is with the caveat that this is all post taxes. You have been taxed. You paid your fair share and all that shit. Blah 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 blah. And you're left with a clean Billy. What the fuck are you going to do with that?
Here's my take. Having $1 billion is whack and boring. I mean, I say this because think about everyone that has mad money, how corny they are.
Yeah.
Think about Jeff Bezos,
He's
corny.
not corny.
Like Bloomberg's about to run for mayor. Why? Why run?
Because he's bored.
You're gonna run? No, he's running for president. Why run for president? You could literally buy a country. You could literally buy like Nova Scotia and rename that shit Bloombergville.
Yeah.
But you want to run for president?
no.
Like, come on. Jeff Bezos over here, he just bought a house that has like 23 bathrooms. For what, nigga?
You gonna pee in everyone?
We need to do a movie. Not a movie. Yeah, I said it's a movie. We need to rob Jeff Bezos.
We do a movie where we rob Jeff Bezos and
But
we
it's
get
not
lost in
really.
his house because it's so fucking big.
This is the movie. We break into, it's like Home Alone with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
We break into Jeff Bezos' house planning to kidnap him. But the house is so big, we're just trapped there for a month.
Yeah.
We don't see him.
Then
He
he's on
doesn't see us. We don't know how to get out.
Yo, like what the fuck? We just end up squatting.
Yeah. Like we end up there so long, like we end up suing for custody of the house. Squatters' rights. It's a win for the little guy.
Yeah.
What do you need 23 bathrooms for?
Dog.
What the? That's just
to tell like that's
on.
you know what that was for? That was for when he invites Michael Jordan over for brunch and he's like, "Hey Mike, you know how many bathrooms I got? 23."
okay. That's
That's how rich you got to be because when you have that amount of money, that's the type of
shit you do.
The stupid shit.
Well, did you see what Jay-Z for his gala? The VIP passes are $40,000 Rolexes. So Meek Mill got one and like other people, but it's to a charity event where there's gonna be a ball and stuff. It's good, but I'm just like, couldn't you have just taken that $40K and just invested it directly
into the charity?
Because I don't know. I'm broke. I'm broke, baby. I don't know how money works. Listen. I stood in an aisle this week holding 2 loaves of bread. Shout out to Western Beef, trying to figure out which one was worth the bang for the buck. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want the high fructoze corn syrup.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
you
what
look
I'm
at
saying?
the ounces versus
There's potato bread versus wheat bread.
You know what I'm saying?
Expiration dates.
That potato bread be hitting though.
That should be hitting like a motherfucker. You can't survive on just potato bread, but man,
That shit is.
tell me it doesn't take your sandwiches to the next level.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'll eat a whack trash like you know them burgers that come in like 50 packs at like fucking Stop and Shop. I'll eat that shit like it's a motherfucking 5-star
With some potato bread.
Peter Luger burger.
Wow.
On that Martin's potato roll, boy.
Ooh, shout out to
haven't-
Martin's potato rolls.
Woo, shit.
Shout out to Martin's potato rolls.
God damn.
Them shit be banging.
Well,
But you know,
we advertising niggas for free.
Pretty much.
But yo, this shit slaps.
I don't think we're advertised like Martin's potato.
They know,
I
they
don't feel
know.
like they're that big.
They know.
Are they a huge company?
Probably, maybe. Are they owned by somebody else? Because a
Potato
lot of
bread.
these like smaller looking shits are like owned by like Nabisco or some shit, which is now Mondelez.
But how? What?
Because the Nabisco factory was by my crib, and it was beautiful because I would roll the window down and smell like fresh baked cookies.
Oh,
And then the Marcal factory burned down.
the what factory?
Marcal, you know, speaking of one ply toilet paper, like last week, they are like the #1 purveyor of like one ply toilet paper. Marcal.
Well, I'm glad they burned down.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that. You know what? They've been making bread since 1955. All American, family owned and operated.
Oh.
Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland. No. Charlotte. No. Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh shit.
So they're racist.
Okay.
No, I can't say that. They're like, yo, we just make potato bread.
Like yo, this hate is taking this BLT to the next level.
Yeah. Listen, do you have to stop eating stuff because people are racist? I don't know. Is the head of McDonald's racist? We don't know.
Who knows?
Can you slap food out of the hands of people who make food that are hateful and spiteful?
I mean, listen. Had to slap that Chick-fil-A out of Shorty's hands. She knows better now.
As soon as that shit happened, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be on Twitter at 11:31 just to see what people got to say. You're on the right side of history.
I am. I'm always on the right side of history. Okay, there's a video of me during World War II, and I said to Hitler, I was like, yo, man, chill.
You wildin'.
I tried to stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they was about to do slavery in America and the boat was landing, I was like, yo,
Shut up,
chill.
my nigga, shut up.
Yo, chill.
Stop.
Okay?
Stop.
When the guy was about to fucking assassinate Lincoln, and he was mad tight outside the there, like, yo, he was like,
I remember you
niggas think
texting
I'm
me.
pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clap this nigga. And I was like, yo, my man,
Yo,
chill.
stop the violence.
All right? I was like, yo, you gonna shoot the president and his Dominican, my nigga? Like,
Think
for
about
real?
what's gonna happen after that.
Come on, my nigga. Yo, hit this blunt. Like,
What's gonna
just
happen?
chill.
Yeah, come on. Let's
But
go
then the
to this
place
club.
sucked, and that's why he got tight. He was like, yo, this shit is whack. He was like, this ain't rent. Yo, this shit is bun.
Yo, shit's trash. Nobody got bread.
Yo, this ain't slave play. It's not problematic enough.
Yo, fam. We gotta, Tyler Perry. We want to do a play at the Beacon Theater.
What play do we want to do?
I don't know, but it's just like the same Tyler Perry play. You know, dark skin villain, light skin hero.
Okay,
whatever.
that seems to be in your favor.
I mean, but it's not. It's not. Because dark skin hero ends up with all the baggage, while the dark skin villain gets away scot free. Like you get the cheeks, you know what I'm saying?
That's not how Tyler Perry movies work at all.
You get the cheeks.
No, I don't get the cheeks. Like something happens bad to me in the beginning, and then like I disappear, and then the lady ends up with light skin you. But not Dominicans. Like there's no Dominicans in Tyler Perry. Well, are there? I don't know. I've seen.
Yeah.
Are there?
There's mass secret Dominicans.
Oh, secret Dominicans. Yeah.
Well, not even secret Dominicans.
Well, secret Dominicans, except the secret Dominicans are like reptilians. They're everywhere. Like you have to look closely.
So the nigga Laz Alonso,
Mm-hmm.
he's in every black movie. He's like the guy in every black movie. I was like, oh shit. Okay, I don't know. You use Delaware personnel?
Dominicans are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
My man jumped over the broom.
See?
What's the name of that movie? I think it was called Jump in the Broom.
I
It was about
I gotta take your word for it. Never heard that movie.
Listen.
But yeah, Dominicans are everywhere.
Everywhere.
We need to do a movie like that, and like it's like I Am Legend, but it's just Dominicans everywhere. It's like at night Will Smith gotta like lock himself in the fucking thing, and then you just hear like mad
Shot shit, like, yo.
like man, who can smoke? He's in the tub with the gun, like yo,
shit.
And he has to come out and hunt for food in the daytime while all the Dominicans are tired from partying the night before. All right, we'll work on it. We're working on this.
Niggas just opening every Camry door, like trying to find like half a sandwich and shit. Like, maybe the Julio left his lunch from last week.
Oh man,
He left his mofongo. Nigga Will Smith surviving on mofongo forever.
instead of I Am Legend, is called
Yo soy papi.
Yeah, yo soy legend. Yo soy legend.
I am leyenda.
Oh, what a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah,
Still gonna make it.
You're still gonna make it.
Still gonna make it.
Michael Bay holla.
Let's go.
Let's get some explosions.
Yeah, shit explosion. But I don't know how the explosions fit in. I guess like he orders like a plate of rice. No, he's like hunting for food, and then he sees like a plate of rice and beans in the street, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not falling for it." But he's super hungry.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, the dog, his dog runs for the plate of rice and beans." He's like, "No!" And then it just explodes.
Oh.
And that's and he goes on like a killing spree at night.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Damn.
He comes into like he waits at night for the Dominicans, and then he attacks everyone, and he just cuts their eyebrows.
That nigga hides back in the department store and shit, starts talking to the mannequins. Like, yo, they're taking over the neighborhood.
He's trying to touch but he's trying to touch those. He's trying to touch the mannequins, but they're like the mannequins from like 3rd Avenue in the Bronx, so they're like curvy.
They got the wild titties. Yeah.
They got the wild yeeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like the actual like human just saying it comes. He's like, yo, you Will Smith. Like, I'm trying to fuck. Why you trying to fuck these mannequins, nigga? You mad corny. Like, yo, I got good pussy. It was good. Like,
I just imagine like we're trying to pitch this movie to Jordan Peele. He's just sitting there like,
wow, okay, shit.
So yeah, like $300 million budget. We make this shit happen, baby. I mean, we're gonna film most of it in Jacksonville.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna build a
Much
set
cheaper
in Jacksonville that looks like the Bronx.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd probably be cheaper than shooting in the. We could probably buy Jacksonville. Can we rent Jacksonville for the month?
Listen, I don't know if you want to slander Jacksonville. They have a lot of guns. Jacksonville has a lot of guns and no sidewalks, so I need you to chill. Oh.
Yo, we still got the ATVs with the Rough Rider Cola video. We'll be alright. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, Mero.
You need a swamp boat out there.
It says swamp boat. Listen, 50 minutes.
50 minutes on
Still
Pinot.
No Pinot. Because people were just like, we were getting a little too much with the Pinot.
Yeah.
It was like to the point where you just have Pinot on in the background in your house while you're cleaning.
That's wild.
That's when you know you got a problem.
That's wild.
Well, you don't even look at the Pinot. You're just like, this is there. Every now and you glance up at it and you're just like, all right, cool.
The wildest shit to me was like, motherfuckers would go, like in high school, motherfuckers would cut class, go downtown and go to all the Pinot stores.
Yeah.
And like rack Pinot and then come back home and then watch the Pinot.
Yeah.
I'm like, why were you sitting here watching Pinot?
I've done that. I watched Pinot like as a teenager. We all sat and watched Pinot. Like,
watching Pinot like it's a movie.
yeah. Like,
Like, nigga, this ain't Batman. Like, this is fucking Pinot. Like, can we recreate this in real life?
you know, but you're just like enjoying
With Lisa
it.
and them? With Lisa and them?
Nasty. That doesn't count as Pinot talk. We were talking about watching Pinot, not
That's
actual
right.
Pinot.
It was meta.
Okay, because we're still the Bible boys. It's still
right.
No Nut November.
That's right.
Hopefully you listening to this, you have not nutted.
You know what I'm saying? Hold strong, my brother.
Actually, if you're listening to this, you definitely.
There's
There's not one bodega hot. Okay, there's going to be someone like, I haven't had sex in 5 years. But you know what? You're doing no nut life. That's different.
Come on, that's different.
That's different. You're a nun.
Nah.
But No Nut November. That doesn't sound like fun.
You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't sound like
Especially with the diversity of the Bodega Hive community. How can you be pansexual and survive No Nut November?
fun.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not what that means.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not even
No?
close to what that means.
No?
But
What is pansexual? Pansexual is just like, yo, I'm down. I'm down for whatever.
no, that's not what pansexual means.
What does it mean?
Pansexual means you can use kitchen utensils in my. You know what?
You thought you was gonna learn something, nigga?
Nope.
Psych.
All right, you learn one thing and you lose 5 things every time you listen to this podcast. We promise you that. We give you misfacts and misinformation. The only fact you got was something about Jews wash parsley in salt water to remind them
of the struggle.
The
escape from Egypt
time in the 1980s where Mero's grandmother bought a couch, but it was off sale.
Yes. And it had plastic, and Moses led her through the desert.
Yes, I remember that.
You know
It was
what I'm
in
saying?
Trenton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Are we there yet? I was like, what?
Moses was like, come on, Ruth, calm down.
All right, that was problematic. That. Yeah. You know what? I'm not worried about that, but you're gonna have to explain some shit in synagogue. Oh, you think that's how we sound, Mero?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm just going by uncles. I'm just going by uncles. That's what they all sound like.
Oh man,
I'll be there. I'll record him if you want. You know what I'm saying? That'd be hype as fuck. They'd be like, yeah, record me. Be amazing.
I'll be on the show.
Can I be on the show?
No. Shout out to the show, number 1 show late night. You know what it is? Nothing but the illustrious guest, DJ Mero.
Yeah.
Only available on Showtime.
That's right.
Showtime.
You know
Actually, it's probably available other places, but you should probably watch it on Showtime.
Watch it on Showtime. Do the right thing, B. Do the right thing. Help 2 struggling for just $10 a month. You can help 2 poor, starving children from the Bronx.
That's right.
Realize their dream
Yeah.
of being successful in the entertainment industry.
Actually, no, just pay it so we don't go broke and have to go back to robbing people.
Word.
'Cause listen, I still got some black Air Force Ones, my nigga.
Because it could be you. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't it be better to be like, oh my God, Desus Mero on the street, I love your show? Or is it, oh shit, Desus Mero. Fuck.
I know what time it is.
Oh shit, y'all niggas not playing.
Oh
What's up?
shit, my
What's up?
fault. Yo.
What's up? Give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Why you got a bottle?
Nigga,
Why you got a bottle? Why you got a bottle?
Nigga, Mero got 4 kids. I got
so-
a cat in the door. We got bills to pay.
I'm
Nigga.
gonna reach. Can I reach slow?
Keep that hand up.
I'm gonna go.
Keep reach.
Yo, Charles, I was gonna give it to you.
You take too long.
Damn. Here, nigga.
Give me your phone. Open your Cash App. Open your Cash App.
Okay.
Use the Face ID.
Go.
Use the Face ID.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. Put my name in.
Okay.
$ Jesus Nice.
Okay.
And put in the memo. Put for dog services.
Okay.
All right.
Dog grooming or like just services.
Dog walking. I don't let them make it hot.
Okay.
Put a dog emoji at the end of that shit.
All right. And a heart.
All right. No, get your heart over there.
All right. Delete it.
All right.
My fault. You got it.
Thanks.
You got it.
You nigga, you better not be using Venmo.
No.
Cash App.
Cash App gang only. Yo. You know the vibes.
Oh shit.
Zawhoopty.
Yo.
Cash App gang. We out
Oh
here.
shit. Nigga. You used to play basketball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to have a nice jumper. I remember we played once in the park.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Can I get my my wallet back now?
Nah, let me see your right leg. Yeah, walk that shit off, nigga. Nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Yo, I was an AAU coach, man. I was coming up.
Yeah, not anymore, nigga. You thought.
Shit.
Bodega Boys out. We run to the car. Victor's driving. No, we're not in the street robbing people. So
what rando was it that was like, you get Bruno Mars a lot, don't you?
I believe that rando was literally called Romeo Santos.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What a flex. Damn, son. What a flex.
Then he told me I should get cornrows.
Wow.
Now you got to do it.
Just casually hanging with Romeo Santos.
Yeah, it's favorito, mami.
Wow.
He tells you to get your cornrows, you better get your cornrows. And the Chelsea boots.
And he's met Bruno before. It was like, haha, yeah, I kind of see it. But I was like, damn, you probably like have been in a room with him and like chopped it up. So that's me now.
That's you in the corner.
Y'all don't see Denzel though?
You know what I'm saying? 24 karat magic.
That's you in the corner. That's you in the sunlight. Losing my religion. I remember as a kid, I sung that and my mother was like, no, you are not losing your religion. Okay, stop saying that. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's not what the song's about.
I'll be like, all right, fine, Mom. I'll just play Shiny Happy People.
That was also like, there was like a couple of years when my mother was going stupid hard on being religious. She banned us from watching The Simpsons, In Living Color, He-Man, She-Ra, Fresh Prince, Alf, Tales from the Crypt. Couldn't watch Friday, could not watch Die Hard, couldn't watch Halloween, because they were all Babylon teens.
Yeah, no, my mom.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what am I supposed to? So the only thing, she was like, there was one movie we were allowed to watch, well, because she was going to work or something. What? She let us watch RoboCop.
What?
She thought RoboCop was a good movie. She thought it was safe for kids to watch. Do you guys remember how bad RoboCop was?
Bro, didn't he like dispense meatballs from his leg?
Nigga, there's like rape scenes in RoboCop. There's I buy that for $1. There's titties. There's people getting shot in the dick. That movie traumatized my sister. For like 4 years, my sister could not sleep alone. I was like, no, this shit's fired up, bro. I was like, they showing chotes, bro.
I remember watching this shit when the nigga took his helmet off and he got the wild Mike Tirico hairline. I was just like, yo. I was like, this thing ain't got no hairline. I was like, ha. Couldn't be me.
Because they remember the cops went on strike and it was like Detroit and then they had like the CP, whatever, the big. Yep. Shit was good. Shout out to that movie, you know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to actual RoboCop, who, if you were in the Bronx, he was an undercover cop that got shot mad times but survived. And he used to ride around with the door open and chase people. Yeah. And it was like, yo, relax.
I dare you. Come get me.
Listen, I don't want to offend any cops out there. Detectives in the 90s and 2000s, they were a different breed. They were going a little harder than you guys. I don't want to like increase the crime rate. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to increase the police brutality. But let me tell you something.
Oh, man.
Listen, at the 4-7, you get tuned up with a bag of oranges.
Fam.
They don't do that anymore. Thank you.
Shout out to fucking Serpico in the 4-5. You know who you are. Because you were, nigga, you thought you was in a movie. This nigga will run you down for a nickel bag, nigga, through the projects. Like, yo, like, my man, it's not that serious.
I remember the one time the cops were chasing us through Edenwall. And we was hopping those gates. Those project gates, they don't seem... They're easy to hop when someone's chasing you. If you just try to hop one in real life, you can't do it. But as soon as someone's on that
if
ass...
you got a running start?
Woo,
boy, I'm thinking you say bullet over like... You know the exact amount of steps you got to take to hurdle this shit? Like, yo, they're like 1, 2, 3.
And then we were doing the shit where, because you know how the projects have the double staircases. So you go up one staircase to the roof, cross over the roof, come down the other one. So the cops are like trying to chase you. So they keep looking out on the floor.
It's like Benny Hill and shit. Like,
fuck you, cops. Like, low key, now I understand like cops would beat the shit out of me. If I was a kid. Yeah, I was kind of being an asshole.
Yo,
making them run and shit, like nah.
Yo, that's when you know you getting your ass beat. Because I'm like, yo, if I'm like, yo, you got to make that split. It's like a baseball player.
Yeah,
like you know how they say, like when the ball leaves the glove, you got like a
bang bang play.
Yeah, you got like a 1/10 of a second to make a decision to swing the bat or not. You got a 1/10 of a second of decision. I'm like, yo, am I gonna run or am I gonna take this L and hopefully get a summons?
That second though, because it's like when you're driving and you see the cop car behind, he's like, whoa, whoa, and you're like.
Maybe it's not for me.
No, you know it's for you. When you know it's for you, because you know at first you're like, you think it's not for you, and you kind of pull over, and then they follow you, and you're like, oh, GTA mode. Because Because you think about it, you're like, yo, how many times in GTA I've lost the cops? Like, I could do this. But then reality sits in.
Then you
like,
forget you on the cross Bronx, nigga. And you hit exit 4B and you're like, skrrr.
You should be able to be like, just take the cops on like a 5-minute police chase. And the poster side was like, I had to do it one time.
Yo,
had to do it for the culture.
Come on, bro. Just once.
Come on, bro.
Just once. I just want to feel the rush.
Had to do it, bro. Had to do it, man. Also, in order to take the cops on a high-speed chase, you have to have a fast enough car and enough gas. Because what if you run out of gas?
True.
And also, in New York, you'd have to just keep driving upstate. And you're going to end up in like White Plains.
Yeah.
Now you're going to go to Applebee's.
Oh, God.
With an apple and the B.
Applebee's. Get your buzz on. Happy hour from 3 to 4.
Oh, my God. Guac and chips.
Half price apps.
Today's plot. Apple and B go to Applebee's. Welcome to season 20.
That's our central perk. Applebee's and shit.
Oh,
Just show them to
Applebee's.
complain about life.
Yeah, we're going to Applebee's. We're not going to Gooch. Yeah, it's been episode 178. Yeah. Bodega Boys in the building. You know what it is.
Yo, Gooch got a Zagat rating of 112.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So visit it.
Peter Wells from Venus said it was a and a.
Snargledorf.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yo, it's me boy, Jesus Nice, aka Young Chipotle, aka Pocket Stay Fat like Cheerio, aka Pocket Stay Fat like Here we go. Listen, Slobodan might know your bitch. Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, Desus H Fuego. Did I say Desus? Put a J in there, right?
Yeah, fuck it. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
we'll just do it.
You know
Fuck
what I'm
it.
saying?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
We'll
All right.
You know what? We'll fix it in post.
Abstract.
You know what? You know you can't fix in post? A broken relationship.
That's right. Wow.
Think about that. Yeah! Listen, that is Rando. 1994, I kept going off the juvie ball. MC, little Gunga P. Gunga P soup is great, by the way. You guys listening at home, be sure to try it.
Try it.
It's a little thick, but it's good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's good for you. It's good for your digestive tract.
Put up for 40 with your shorty. AK, don't talk to me. No, I don't know you.
I fucking know you.
The original +1 got a +1. All right. Actually, my +1 got 10 +10.
That's right.
And make things even worse. My +1 is my +1. I ain't even there.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you who my +1 is. Just take this, give me a cell phone number, and I'm going to give it to mad random people and tell them to call you when they pull up.
Exactly. Now, if I don't even need a +1, Sherry's walking me past the line. We doing the red carpet. It's me and Mero. They're like, Desus and Mero?
Desus and Mero, please, to the carpet, please. Over here.
Hey, I'm from Bronx News.
They don't want to look like the little iPhone. Like,
which is also weird because when we do red carpet, like everyone, like GQ, Time Magazine, and they're like, yeah. And they'd be like, yo, Bronx 12 News. We're like, yo, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Yo, News You Control, what's up? Yeah, shout out to the gang.
Yo, just cut into your mind and body.
We literally spent like 30 seconds with every other venue, and we spent like half an hour with News 12. We'd be so happy to see. We're like, Jessica Cunningham. Oh my God, Gina Chalosi.
Yo. It's bad funny because she was on Instagram the other day. She was like, so, my assignment got canceled. I'm on 168th and Sheridan. So if anybody's around the area, just having a coffee. And I was just like, yo. I was just like, yo, hold your head, my G. Like, yo, go grab a cup of coffee, hang out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. She was just like, yo, the brain is strong, huh?
Shout out to the homies out there.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you.
You know what I'm saying?
The story was absolutely anecdotal and pointless.
It was, you know what, Mero? It went nowhere, but
it shows the connection that we have built over the years.
The story went nowhere, but you tried.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's important.
Yeah.
You tried. Like I can't get mad at you for that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Shout out to Jessica. Strong Bodega Hive member since day one. I'm saying strong believer in the brand.
Believer in the brand, because the brand is strong. You gotta sing it like it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Yeah. We gotta record that so people, Bodega Hive members could play that at their funeral.
Yes.
And I'll take with me all those porno memories to fill my heart full of Molly. It's the brand so fucking strong. The brand is Raleigh. Sorry for your loss.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll come perform at your funeral.
Oh, condolences.
Yo, I have niggas cracking up.
Yeah. Niggas dying.
Niggas dying. Be like, yo.
Yo. Vinny Dice DJing.
Hey, as you go into the afterlife, I just want to tell you, take it easy.
Yeah, your grandma was old. That means she kept an OS for life.
Hey, these Racine, the Jamaican Jew. Hey, put some parsley and some salt water. You got yourself a nice drink.
Hey.
Jermaine avocado toast. Young pa, go some Mufasa.
Yeah.
Simba.
What? Father, talk to me.
Them niggas killed me in a stampede. You can ride for me, motherfucker.
Hell yeah, nigga. I'm gonna go out.
I go out like a gay nigga. Niggas trampling me, my nigga.
Stop playing.
Niggas trample the OG. Don't fuck that shit, nigga.
Yo, Scar, come over here.
On site.
Scar, open your mouth.
Ah. And the Disney exec is like, see? That's why we didn't pick them. Jermaine avocado. Oh, we did that already. Young Coonery. Without the coonery, there's no coonery here.
Yeah.
100% coonery free. Well, we use a special filter to take out the coonery. AK Chili Limon, left-handed reliever for Yankees. Get okay. Hey, Papi, it's the off-season, so I can use drugs.
Yeah, man. Let's go to Dominican and getting some chappy. You want to do that?
Yeah, I heard they make heroin pancakes at Gooch.
Yeah.
Let's go
Goochi and get some fentanyl.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. Victoria's over there waiting for us.
Hey. Get well soon, Victoria. Two Phone Jones. These like Machina, Jake Chuck, Stanley Cups. The human Dr. Bonner's labeled Dilute. Gennaro Travium is a 240p because I like my Pinot blurry.
Yeah.
DJ Willa, aka listen to Wash FM. Yeah. Up next, you know who we have?
Who is
People forgot about this.
Oh my God.
They had a joint. Now they're part of what was known as, I believe it was called the East Coast Family.
Oh shit.
Who was it? Who made up the East Coast Family? Do you remember?
East Coast Family. I just remember that fucking.
Think about it. It was in Cooley High Harmony.
Don't
Don't you think? Boys to Men, ABC, BBD.
East
Coast Family. So remember?
Shit.
Y'all remember?
Oh shit.
Y'all remember Aisha?
Oh. Yo, New Jack Swing. Yeah, this is what niggas was jumping around. This is choreography.
That's where I saw that cutie. Listen, this is a joint. This is a bop. I don't want to use too much because we're going to get sued.
Yes.
But want to get to know you better, Aisha. You so bad. You know what? That song is okay because it's preschool. It's like young kids singing about other young kids.
Yeah.
But as a grown man, you probably shouldn't be singing.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah. Somewhere R. Kelly is like, come on.
Come on. For real?
They doing it too.
For real?
I fight for my fucking life.
Come on, man.
And also, he lost his toenail in jail.
What?
Like, low-key, I'm like, good. But at the same time, I'm like, our jails are that bad? People are losing toenails?
How do you lose your
Like, if R. Kelly loses a toenail in jail, then jail must be fucked up for regular people.
You're just a jerk.
If you lose your fucking toenail in jail, my D, come on.
But what if he banged into it? He banged it against something that fell off.
Like his bunk fell on the shit?
You think a gang member ripped it off? Well, no, they would tell us if it was that. Yeah. It's like now I'm just getting on some odd shit.
Yeah. Like gang member rips off R. Kelly's toenail.
You want to join this fucking gang? You want to be a bodega boy?
Huh?
Bring back R. Kelly's fucking toenail
right now.
Bring that shit back.
The shit that's painted.
A nigga wearing it on dental floss around his neck.
Yo, say something.
I run this fucking cell block.
Yo,
okay.
He's in the fucking mess hall with the nigga. Like, yo, what up? Walks right past him with his tray with the little shit dangling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got your toenail, nigga. What's up?
Got your toenail.
You want it back? Come get it. Damn, pussy.
That's dark. Damn, that's another thing. Because getting raped in prison is bad, but niggas taking toenails. Damn. Don't go to jail.
Think about it.
Don't go to jail.
Stay out of jail.
Well, that's what we're gonna tell when we start doing those inspirational speeches at schools for kids.
It's something.
I'll be like, yo, you little niggas like your toenails?
Huh?
You go to jail, you're gonna lose your toenail.
Choose your motherfucking toenails, nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta do scare straight and just like scare. Yo, give me your fucking toenail.
Just grab a nigga's big toe mad hard. Like, yo, come here.
Give me your toenail.
Yo, give me the pliers. Give me the pliers. Give me the pliers. Give me the pliers.
Oh shit.
Give me the pliers.
Oh, someone got a cute baby toe.
Oh, word?
What if I make that my baby toe?
Yeah, huh?
Put that baby toe in my mouth.
Yeah.
Someone took on that baby toe. I'm mad. Another week without it as a sound. We're bringing it back next week. Fuck that. Cause we took it away because Cuba's wild, but Cuba's always wild. It's Cuba even, like Cuba wild is just normal Cuba.
Cuba wilding is his baseline.
Yeah.
Like when he occasionally spikes, but wilding is his baseline. Like,
you know what the weird thing is? We as a society have accepted that he's a wild boy.
He's a wild boy.
There's very few people that people are just like, yo, you wild. What can we do with you?
Look, yo, fam.
You're a wild boy.
You're a wild boy. Yo, they let Willie Nelson smoke weed like during Reefer Madness and all that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, this little white nigga.
But
yo,
there's
he's
a difference between Willie Nelson smoking weed and not bothering people, and Cuba Gooding Jr. running around with chicken buckets on his head grabbing titties. Okay, that's the levels.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. One is cute, the other's a crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Judge Judy, but even I'd be like, yo, lock that nigga up.
Yo, man.
If you were in a club with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken on your head.
Fam.
No. Maybe on Halloween. If you're dressed in the same, but would you get the bucket? Would you get the Kentucky Fried Chicken
First of all, where did you get the bucket of chicken? That's number one.
Where'd all the chicken go?
Number two, where did all the chicken go?
Okay.
Number three, how are they letting you rock with an empty bucket chicken in the fucking club?
Listen, I worked in the club. I would not allow that.
Security will come up to you like, yo, my man.
You can't even wear hats to the club. How you wearing a bucket of chicken? That's levels.
Come on.
That's levels
no
to
hats,
wildin'.
no do-rags, no 20-piece buckets? They gotta add that to the side now?
Yo, big man.
Big man. Yo.
Gotta take off that dinner box. I'm sorry.
Come on, yo,
I'm sorry, man. Yo, what you doing, bro?
Yo, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yo, listen.
Yo. Wait, 1, 2. Yo.
You got a little gravy up here, right?
Yo. You where you going? You coming in here? Your man wearing chicken tenders.
Yo, nah, he wildin'.
Come on, bro.
Nah, he's wildin'.
Nah.
Yo, my man. Look at your shoes.
What's wrong with my shoes, bro?
They not shoes. They seasoned fries.
These are. Come on, bro. These are cool.
Nah, these are seasoned fries.
Oh, wow.
You make shoes out of seasoned fries, bro.
Wow.
You can't come in here. There's a dress code.
Damn.
Come on, man.
We never get into the club crown fried chicken.
Damn. Nigga come in with the fucking Mardi Gras cheesecake on his head from Popeyes. Like, I thought this was the Met Gala.
That's our new show, Club Crown Fried Chicken. I'm like, I feel like they're advertising Crown Fried Chicken.
That should be the Met Gala fucking.
Everybody, if you want mashed potato, put your hands in the air.
Put your motherfucking hands in the air, yo. Yo, we about to throw some pea pods, nigga.
Yo, who wants a number 7?
Yo.
Onion fries. Right in on the chop. If your chicken goes off the track, pick it up. Crown fried.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have a twerking contest in about 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The winner's gonna win an Italian burger, which is just a hamburger on a hero, y'all. With French fries, cause you is hot as fuck.
The news is gonna be like, everyone that's watching Desus and Mero's new channel has gained 25 pounds. In other words, the network has renewed season 10 of My Son's a Taco. I'm like, why is this show still
These things can't lose.
I'm like, Vic, I don't want to do another fucking season of My Son's a Taco.
But we got Taco to play the taco.
Damn, this is crazy. Should just make it.
You know how hard it was to come to deal with our future?
Should just make it 25 mil in syndication. People just hate it. It's on TBS. Shit comes on during a Yankee rain delay. Just hate that shit.
You negotiated with Tyler. He's just calling you mad slurs and shit the whole time. Like, you're like, yo, fam, like.
Breaking news: Mero, Jesus, and Taco want at least $1 million an episode. America's in love with tacos. We just want what we're worth.
Yeah.
Okay. UPN makes a knockoff cup. My son's empanada. I'm like, wow. Oh, empanada, huh?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Young Sheldon ass.
Wow. Cash. Yo, this Pastor Jamal has from the Bronx, son of Indian, Ray, nephews of the Marino, can't contain on the human member with the jaw, young era on the race, provocateur, heaven, with close, no Mandela, so you can't see me, man, the roof in the human words of nothing in your mouth, with the Ricky Squad, Greg Popovich, more to say what you just know, Mahamagami, not Maggie, but I got that cucumber. Ooh. This is the press with your boy. I am the art damage, done not a news, no more couple news, the fast Nova cast, no, we ain't said $10,000, no change, give me big 20. Why? Don't get the muscle loot is dipset. Mrs. Second catch me at square one top left man's is Mark Children's Judo. Holy cow. Mr. Stop Puzzle, I do his count checks and jerk off. What we got is OJ, Purple Stuff, Soda, me, Sunny D, David Yerman. These expensive, these are red bottoms, these are bloody shoes. Okay, Noah, Andrew Coonan, and AK the Junior, and you got Junior come sit down, try to call me Pickle, bitch. Top of the gossip, shout out to 11791. Catch me in the quiet car talking wild loud, do something about pussy. AK Grandpa Joe, because when you see Charlie, you see me, don't touch that golden ticket. My golden ticket, I'm a fucking cat. You man, dead IDs is more than sheriff. Don't mind if I shoplift a Target, because that's what I like to do. But shopping that street easy with bad bitches like I'm easy. Please believe me. And if you have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom somewhere in Brooklyn, please contact Victor, because he's looking. The black Asian addict will crack your back like an automatic craftmatic. The Mr. Lamina, Miss Marina, Marina, Cold, she bass killer. No one could be the Black Neck Morris of Port Morris, young KPI. For all my marketing people, listen. Take second best, put me to your chest. Things on your chest you need to confess.
Yo.
Reach out and touch faith. It is I, your own personal Jesus. AK, your problematic bae is not a secret family if you murder them.
It's a secret family. Who? Yeah, that's right, you fucking boy.
Coming up next, we got live.
That's right, you trash
from Tiananmen Square.
You
it is
fucking jerk
we
off.
are opening the first hookah bar in China.
Belligerent. It's your boy, the Kid Mero, a.k.a. the Human Durag Flap, a.k.a. I sleep half an hour a night, a.k.a. Donovan McDab, a.k.a. Curve Gotti, a.k.a. Triz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Skirt loader, jump the curb, hit your fucking labradoodle and keep it moving. Ask me if I give a fuck.
Jesus Christ, Mero, every week.
I don't
every
care.
week you kill my dog.
Peter, come get me. You know what I'm saying? A.k.a. no fucking baby, I fucking man, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? A.k.a. no need to check the guest list, motherfucker. I am the guest list, you asshole. You know what I'm saying? I played the seaweed in the live Little Mermaid remake.
Oh, wow. I saw you were so good at that.
Yeah,
so
I was just like, yo. Oh,
my God. You personified
Did
seaweed.
you see how I did this?
Do you know what? The only other time I've ever seen seaweed played was Sidney Poitier, and you did better.
Right. You feel me? I was going like this and like this.
Can I ask you, was it your experience growing up near City Island that taught you how to be a seaweed?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I knew how to float over dead bodies, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Just wow.
Check the IMDb credits, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yo, don't fucking touch me, yo, you fucking clown ass bouncer. Yo, they shoot this nigga, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, did you just shoot someone at Little Mermaid Live?
Did. Yes, I did. Now that motherfucker's under the sea. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Okay. CC dab back here. You know what I'm saying? Catch me in the fucking basement with my Puffco peak. Nigga, doing mad concentrated hits of THC. You know what I'm saying? Until my brain is doing only basic functions. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you put your computer in that black and white mode. And shit, you know what I'm saying? AKA James said, "Fat,
that's right. Safe mode, nigga.
Yeah, safe mode.
No change. That's where the computer comes through. Like, hey, my guy,
yo,
I didn't boot properly.
Yo,
you know what? I'm gonna go to safe mode
just to make sure. You
know what I'm saying? All right. Just got you was doing a lot. Take it easy.
Take it easy, pal.
All right. You're running Windows.
Hey. I only got so much RAM here, pal. You're watching a lot of Pinot.
And watching you, you're using Microsoft OS. Take it easy. You just gotta click about this computer. It's just a picture of Big Time Tommy smoking a cigarette. He's like, hey, he's smoking a cigar. He's like, hey, you got 50 gigs left. I'm like, what the I just bought this computer. Take it to the Apple store.
That's what happens.
I just bought this computer. It says I have 60 gigs of freestyle.
Who told you to eat an apple?
What the this is,
you should have went to the Zeppeli store.
I go on iTunes. It's this mad DJ Vinny Dice playlist. I'm like, I didn't order. It's good though.
It preloaded.
It'll go out.
It's good.
So we're offering a special DJ Vinny Dice Big Time Tommy branded. We're gonna hack it to Apple and put DJ Vinny Dice on every Apple product the way they did it with YouTube. Yeah.
Yo, son. Yo.
Yeah, people are like, who the fuck is DJ Vinny Dice?
What the fuck?
I'm like, I can't listen. You got to rock with him.
Speaking of freestyle, yo, Stevie B went on the wild rant on Instagram. Like he's like the music that's coming out right now that people are classifying as freestyle is garbage. It's garbage. It's terrible. There's no melody. There's no lyrics. There's no soul to the music, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is why at Prudential Center. You know what I'm saying? We're doing Freestyle Explosion at Prudential Center in New Jersey. It's gonna be me, Stevie B, the king of freestyle. You know what I'm saying? TKA. You know what I'm saying? K7 and the other niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Jason Fatic, I'll ghost on you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? It's the series finale. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear from me again. AKA Tiger backwards, I'll smoke a quarter and then hit you with this 9 iron. You know what I'm saying? AKA get into this money and this smoke. It's your boy Goldman Schmack. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm part of the 1%. Nigga, fuck that. AKA, I got all my kids playing Winter League baseball in Dominican Republic with their uncle Bartolo Colon. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the motherfucking dad of the year and I want a good return on my motherfucking investment. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? AKA Bitch Smack Biombo. AKA Dick in your bed Motombo.
Dick.
You know?
I do ad-libs. What you know about that?
You know what I'm saying?
Gooch. Placenta.
Yo, you know, come into pussy no more. This pussy belongs to me. Actually, it does not. It belongs to so I require emphatic consent between both parties before we engage in coitus. Thank you.
Don't forget, emphatic consent. Our new rock group will perform it at Bronx Beers Hall.
That's right,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? New Christian rock band. You know what I'm saying? Emphatic consent. You know what I'm saying? Our new single, Celibacy, is out now.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
It's called Wait for Marriage. You know what I'm saying?
It's called Promise Ring. AKA David Trisdale, nigga. Pow, pow. Take that for data, stupid. You know what I'm saying? We on a listen, I'm just watching RJ Barrett at this point. I'm watching the New York RJ Barretts. Thank you.
That's the only reason to watch. I be doing the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? AKA Barlow's antenna so smooth. I fall asleep at the wheel and crash a zip car.
Say what?
What? And then I get out and run, nigga, because it's a Prius and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Charge me for that shit. That's pocket money.
Pocket money.
It's actually not, but, you know. I had to flex because it's, you know, the podcast. The Dominican Degman Daddy, you know what I'm saying? AKA swipe my card again. There's definitely money on it. Don't make me embarrass you when your fucking manager comes out here and asks me for a selfie and asks me how the hell the kids are doing. Okay? Edward, you like your little stop and shop job, Edwin, huh? Then put the fucking ruffles in the bag and keep it moving, bro. And accept this coupon. I don't care if it's a week expired, nigga.
Wow.
Aren't you rich? Shouldn't you, like, even... Why are you using coupon? Shut up, nigga. Ring the shit up. Use the override code. I know you know the override code.
Wow.
Y'all all know the override code. That's how you finesse fucking steaks for your own motherfucking self, stupid. Fuck out of here. AKA Tu favorito, mami.
Hey.
Romeo Santos. So Danny. Let me black out. Yo, papi. You might ver pronto. You know what I'm saying? With your titi. You know what I'm saying? Getting nasty. Because you know me. I'm so nasty. Catch me at Union fucking at motherfucking shit, nigga. Catch me at Bodega Pizza, nigga. Smoking hookah on the curb, nigga. I'm popping like that. I do what I want, nigga. I got Chelsea boots. I'll kick you in your nuts.
Now I do what I want.
AKA Lighten Up Dutchie. Hello. Is it weed you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. That your broke ass ain't got 5. You know what I'm saying?
How you don't got 5, bro?
You don't got 5?
Actually, no, I understand with like the way the economy is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
You know, people.
It's pretty bad. But hey, look, at least you came through with some angel dust to put in this blunt, so I appreciate the effort. You know what I'm saying? AKA Tom Brazier, girl got my balls deflated. You know what I'm saying? We the table shower boys. You know what I mean?
Hit that problematic light.
AKA Phil the Ass Tyson. I want to explore your cosmos, ma. But again, with emphatic consent.
That's right.
You know
emphatic consent. You know what it is? Name of our rock group. You know what that is? Emphatic consent. Fucking go. Hey, Megan, do you want to fuck? Do you want to fuck with consent? Do you want to fuck Megan? Let's go. Save it for Megan. Loyalty, and consent. Loyalty, brotherhood, and consent. Loyalty, brotherhood, and consent. Sorry, new single. Called Loyalty, Brotherhood, and Consent. So look for it. It is available at every Virgin record store out there, especially the one on 14th Street. Wait, someone's telling me apparently that closed.
Oh.
Wait, when did that happen?
Oh, whoa, shit.
They closed the Virgin on 14th Street? What?
New York is changing.
Wow. I'm so outraged. I'm going to 8th Street to get a papayas.
Okay, Lil Snoozy first thing to tap out on live, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
right.
talking them strains that put you to bed, nigga, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of a fucking conversation. AKA Friday Night Messi MVP of Gelato, AKA Zaniel Benningfield. I gotta get some sticks.
That's right.
I gotta get some sticks. You know what I'm saying? AKA Joe Hookah. I dare you to smoke with me. at Mama Sushi, like Mayor Booty.
Man, Booty
You know what I'm
Judge.
saying?
Ooh.
He's out here. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
AKA Ben Boston. My hands are gifted. I've manually repaired LeBron's groin so he can perform at an optimal level like the GOAT that he is. Yes, I'm a LeBron stan.
When you gonna fix the projects?
Don't worry about that.
You in charge of her? What the fuck, nigga?
Listen, I made a bet with
What
Donald.
are you over here? You replacing squirrel's brains with yo.
I made a bet with Donald that the Lakers would win the championship, so I have to make sure it goes through.
Okay, that's fair.
You know he's not good for the money.
Also, Ben Carson eats Popeyes.
Oh shit!
Because remember, the guy that tried to rob him was at a Popeyes establishment. You think Ben Carson? Oh, you know Ben Carson cook. Was it Candy?
Yeah.
Ben Carson and Candy probably ate that Popeye sandwich and had some sex, nigga. Woo.
Hey, baby. You know what I did to get this chicken?
What'd you do, Daddy?
I stopped a motherfucking robbery, baby.
Oh, no.
Let me see that titty.
Oh, no.
Girl,
Look,
take your
I'm
panties off.
gonna put this chicken on my titty.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, is there a doctor in the house?
Hey,
Oh.
they didn't have space.
I need someone to operate on my brains.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Let me touch your neurons.
Oh. That nigga's nasty. They making love to like Kirk Franklin. He banging her back out to the new Kanye album. I know Jesus is Lord, but right now I'm your God.
I'm your king,
I'm
bitch.
your king.
Yeah, that's right. Take that.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna take you to Soul Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my glasses fell off. Hold on.
Call me Jehovah because I'm about to turn you to a cream pie.
Ooh. Oh, my God. God damn.
All right, that you know what? We made it. How far did we make it? Hey, we made it an hour 26 minutes. Hey, give it up for us.
Hey, hooray! We're not sexual deviants.
Yes. I feel like we just got out of jail for like some sort of wild sex crime, and now we're in rehab. Everyone's like, "Look, one day at a time, guy."
Yeah. I got my 1 week chip, bro.
Your 1 week chip.
Open your fucking medicine cabinet. You know who the fuck it is, boy. It's the Zen Man. That's my Burger King order when I go pull up to the drive-thru. A.K.A. Rico Sabrosa, A.K.A. Baby New for 2-5 niggas got garbage down the way. A.K.A. Nino Brown, shut the car down. You know what I'm saying? Got your titty backing up naked. A.K.A. live from Aiden Grocery Incorporated Corp on Burnside Avenue. It's the East Tremont CVB doing all his greatest hits like I Wanna Be the One Your TT is Fucking and Top Sick Love. Don't Let Me Lean. Touring this summer, sponsored by Narcan. You know what I'm saying? AKA, listen, mate. Every time we get to this part of the podcast, I have to remind you, fools. You know what I'm saying? You uncultured swine. There's only 2 rock stars left in the world, mate, and it's the Bodega Boys, mate, of which I am one. The plantain sipping over in the sky. One day you will find me smoking weed on Tremont, watching a football game through the window of a sports bar.
One day at a time, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they won't let me in, mate.
But also, you know, you kind of wilded out last time.
I did, mate.
That's how you got bad.
They
from
said
Gooch.
football. They said football. I thought it was proper footy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They play with helmets on and all types of rubbish.
I remember you were wilding. You said you get Zed fucks since they dragged you out.
Yeah.
They threw you out on your fanny.
Come on, mate. AKA, I met my friend says I'm never gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Never. Even when I fall in the air. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. AKA, chilling at the crib off edibles, watching his stock decline, sadly, and waiting for Katie and Kyrie in the Google Hangout. It's Barmelo's Anthony
for 3.
Bang! I fell asleep in the drive-thru again. God damn. If you see me at Target higher than a minute bowl holding a helium balloon at the top of Mount Everest, approach me like a motherfucking earth-sign mammal, nigga, because I may react erratically, especially from with my cubs and they're eating frosting out of a jar. You know what I'm saying? Relax yourself. AKA, hey kids. Hey, it's Benzo the Gladiator. How you feeling, kids' birthday party?
Go Benzo.
Yeah,
Go
hey,
Benzo.
fuck it up.
Go
Hey,
Benzo.
hey, no music. No music. Hey.
No parents.
Yeah.
No parents.
That's my pal, Mr. Fun Fun. Yeah.
No, seriously, no parents. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I got my money in front, so I'm just going to hang out in the van.
This is a secret show only for kids. It's only for kids. You signed the waivers.
I'm going to go outside and then shut the door. Mr. Fun Fun's going to answer Mr. Fun Fun.
I'm gonna have some Mr. Fun Fun. Let's go play a little game called Whose Pants Are These? Hey, you kids. Hey, get out of here.
Roberto Duran, no mas.
Okay, that's so fake Legion, favorite SoundCloud rapper. That motherfucker is high off rust remover. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but I found it in my garage and it's expired. And I mixed it with some cranberry ginger ale that was in a warped can. You know what I'm saying? That is also expired. So now the album is about to be fire. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's delicious. Yeah. Papi, llegó la hora. Ya tú sabes qué es lo que es. Hasan, tírame la fucking pista. Oye, qué es lo que es. Llegó el hijo de FIFA, coño. Es más lo que todo. Es más tigre que el tipo de los Fuerte Flea. You know what I'm saying? Esta es la verdadera grasa. Bajando con la paca. Tú supiste, mamá huevo. Si tú me ves a mí en la calle, coño, salud, me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out a la casa, showtime. Shout out Casa, como siempre. Shout out Víctor Hugo, el maquinón que maquina. La nena de la bodega Diana. Desus Bueno. Justin Marqueta, que está aquí en vivo. Hasan Enseña, pone la fucking nota. Y Clarita Frita Hombre. Llegamos, papi, estamos aquí en vivo directo. Y finalmente, a mi presidente Pío, la secretaria de Defensa, activo con el cañón. Tú me avisas que lo suelto, papi. Ya. 178, 178.
See, can I get a bacon, egg, and queso? Yo, shout out to Cash App,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
homies
Gang,
and
gang.
sponsors. Yo, if you download Cash App right now and use promo code Bodega Boys, one word, guess this, you get $10.
That's right. And not only do you get $10, you get to feel good about yourself and benevolent because Cash App will give $10 to the Bronx Children's Museum.
What?
So that Bronx children can learn about art and shit like that.
That's right. Bodega Boys giving back. Remember, promo code Bodega Boys.
You know what I'm saying?
Do something good. It's the easiest thing you can do that's good. You don't have to listen. You do that, you're an ally.
It's easier than stealing a I voted sticker.
It's all right? Help fight gentrification. I don't know if that helps fight gentrification, but just do it anyway. Also, shout out to Cash App for looking out for the Bronx and paying us.
That's right. Kids gotta read books, nigga.
Spin your boys, episode 178.
That's right.
Everyone coming out. Another one. Another banger. Be sure to catch us Mondays and Thursdays. Number one show on late night. You know this. Desus and Mero. Be sure to watch this on the Bodega Boys YouTube channel unless you're watching it already. We know this is Inception.
Whoa, Mero.
And be sure to, hit bodegahive.com. There's literally nothing on there for you to hit up there, but just hit it up so we get traffic on there.
Go there, yeah.
Okay? And Houston, sorry again for canceling on you. Get the fuck out of my Instagram comments. What do you want me to do about it?
What do you want?
I'm sorry.
We're not in control.
We're gonna regroup and do it better.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's gonna be huge.
Okay?
We're gonna bring out Jose Altuve.
Okay?
I'm gonna give him piggyback right on stage.
Listen, this is the first time a Dominican and a Jamaican man have disappointed anyone.
You know what I'm saying?
And on that note, we out.
Holla.